mean, okay. I heard in Sacramento when you and I met that the rig was the vote was rigged over there. That's what I heard. Tell me a little bit.
So I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. I believe that Corrin won, and I believe that she was justified in her win. I feel like she was the most qualified person to win. Now, listen, I didn't vote for all of the CAGOP candidates, and I didn't vote for all the CRA candidates. Because there's two different entities that were really at work in the CAGOP. There's the California Republican Party, and there's the California Republican Assembly. And the Republican Assembly had launched these four candidates that they wanted to win, and the CAGOP kind of had the four candidates that they wanted to win. Now, I like Corrin. A lot of people do not like Corrin. Corrin showed up for me in my primary. It was the last time that I ran. I reached out to Senator Morell. I read his book, I think it's Restoring Freedom or Restoring Faith. And I asked him to come out and endorse me. He didn't endorse me. I was the only Republican on the ballot. He didn't endorse me. I asked him to come out and speak at my great big Republican rally because I had 25 candidates out speaking, and he didn't show up. But you know who did show up? Corrin showed up. She flew all the way down here from Northern California. And then finally, when my local Republican Party did not endorse me, even though, again, I was the only Republican on the ballot, and they said they would help me, even though I ran in a district that wasn't my own, a D plus 27 district, instead of running against the incumbent, Ken Calvert, who'd been in for 32 years in my own district where I wanted to run, they said, if you run in this district, we'll help you. Not only did they not help me, they worked against me and they wouldn't endorse me. Then when I won the Republican nomination, they didn't have a say anymore, so they tried to move to unendorse me. Corrin is the one that stepped up and said, no, David it's in the bylaws. He won the Republican nomination. If you move to unendorse, it's going to be a problem because you'll have to officially endorse Takano. And then finally, David's been a Republican because they were claiming that I wasn't a Republican for at least a year. She said, here's the date that David registered to vote Republican. And so, she backed me up. And so I like Corrin, and I'm also, if you're going to gamble on horses, you don't bet on the horse, you bet on the rider. I don't think that Mike had it in his ability to carry the Republican Party where he needed to. I do believe that Corrin did. That being said, I also voted for Jack Guerrero. There's no bones about it. I'm a big Jack Guerrero fan. I want him to run for state controller.